People judge us by how we look as well as what we do or say. Usually, the harder we try, the less accepting people are. But with a little work and dedication, you can make yourself into a person that everyone wants to know. So here are a few tips for how to be everyone's favorite person. Firstly, stop complaining. Everyone has problems, but not everyone wants to hear about yours. Complaining is actually kind of addictive. You get bonded over your mutual complaints about politics, weather, and even your own life. It is even a common pastime for many people. So what it does is that it creates a cycle of negativity. Learn how to control the level of complaining you do and use your voice for positive statements. Try doing these two simple things. 1. You should stop judging others and yourself. Complaining not only judges others harshly, but it also often sets you up to be your own worst critic. Sometimes people judge others merely because their way is different. Appreciate the value of diversity instead of focusing on differences. You may find yourself actually growing and learning from those who are different from you if you open yourself up to different views of things around you. Secondly, practice gratitude. Take time each day to point out a few things that you are happy about in your life. It may seem like everyone naturally complains about returning to work on Monday morning. Instead, learn to value having a job to go to each week. Not everyone is able to work, or if they are, they may be unable to find work that meets their financial needs. Complaining about work just makes the job seem even worse than it really is and is more of a burden than it needs to be. So put your energy into focusing on the good, and not only will you be a lot more fun to be around, but you'll be happier too. Number 2. Be more approachable. If you go to your work with a straight face and keep sighing all the day, don't expect people to talk with you. So smile often. A warm, inviting smile can put anyone at ease and makes you look like you are having a great time. People will notice your smile and think you are friendly, pleasant, and open to having a new conversation. One great psychological tip is to mirror the other person's movements. It works like magic. When chatting with someone at a party or an event, pay attention to their gestures, posture, and stance and try to copy them. If that person has an open stance, adopt one as well. If they use hand gestures while telling a story, try to do the same. Mirroring a person's body language can help build trust and establish a connection. When you use it appropriately, it can help create a positive impression and signal to the other person that you like their company. But a word of caution, don't overdo it. It might look like you are imitating them or making fun of them. Number 3. Find yourself in the service of others. Helping others not only creates a good impression about you, but it makes them do something for you in return. You can help others in a lot of ways. One of the easiest ways to help others is to simply share your knowledge. You don't have to be in front of a classroom to teach. Every day there is an opportunity to educate someone about your area of expertise. The key is to keep educating yourself so you can stay ahead of the curve. You can even help someone by making them aware of an opportunity. It's important to keep an eye out for opportunities. Once you see an opportunity, think about who could benefit from knowing about it. For example, you can inform about a job opening that you came across as someone who is in need of a job. Even a small help like this can benefit others to a greater extent. You never know. Time is valuable and most people understand that. When you take time out of your day to help a friend, they remember it. Number 4. Be fearlessly authentic. We are attracted to uniqueness and individuality, qualities that genuine people usually have. We are much more likely to trust a genuine person than a fake one because we believe those who are true to themselves are also likely to be truer and more honest with us. So being true to your feelings and opinions can attract anyone who you encounter. To do that, you must first be honest with yourself about your thoughts, beliefs, and behavior, which means confronting the bad along with the good. So admit your faults, accept them, and take responsibility for your actions as a result. People who are genuine take time to figure out their own opinions and perspectives about things, and they are not shy about sharing the thought out opinions with others. The manner in which they share their opinions also matters. Genuine people are comfortable presenting their ideas without expecting or needing to convince others they are right. Again, don't overdo it. Try to do what you feel is the right thing to do. Number 5. Keep calm and lower your expectations. Sometimes what we expect to happen and the reality of the situation are two very different things. Expectations are nice to have. They give you goals, purpose, joy, and even something to look forward to. But you have to understand that life happens. You're not always in control. Some expectations are good to have and some are unhealthy. Now, there are 3 expectations that you need to avoid. Stop expecting others to like you. You might feel unwanted and unworthy to one person, but you are priceless to another. Don't ever forget your worth. Spend time with those who value you. No matter how good you are to people, there are always negative things that surrounds you. So smile and ignore them and carry on. Stop expecting people to agree with you. You are not in this world to live up to the expectations of others, nor should you feel that others are here to live up to yours. In fact, the more you approve of your own decisions in life, the less approval you need from everyone else. You have to dare to be yourself and follow your own intuition. Success is ultimately about spending your life happily in your own way. Stop expecting them to know what you're thinking. People can't read minds. They will never know how you feel unless you tell them. In life, you have to communicate with others regularly and effectively. You have to tell people what you're thinking. It's as simple as that. Lowering your expectations of other people will greatly reduce unnecessary frustration and suffering in both your life and theirs, and help you refocus on the things that truly matter. Number 6. Starve your ego. Admit that you are not the best at everything or anything. No matter how talented you are, there is almost always somebody who can do something better than you. Look at those who are better and consider the potential for improvement. Nobody is the best at something. Actively listen to others before summarizing the conversation. Moreover, don't try to dominate a conversation or talk over people. Well-liked persons are the first to apologize even if they aren't in the wrong. Doing so doesn't cause others to think of them as wimps or doormats because people recognize their strength of character. In relationships, victory doesn't belong to the person who wins the battle. It belongs to the person who brings or restores peace. And don't take all the credit. It's totally fine to be proud about your achievements, but keep in mind that nobody ever does anything totally by themselves and that as people, we are all helping each other to accomplish our goals. Share the love. Recognize others who have helped you on your path to success. Number 7. Know that comparison is the thief of joy. Comparisons are always unfair. We typically compare the worst we know of ourselves to the best we presume about others. Comparison puts focus on the wrong person. You can control one life, yours. But when we constantly compare ourselves to others, we waste precious energy focusing on other people's lives rather than our own. Comparisons deprive us of joy. They add no value, meaning, or fulfillment to our lives. They only distract from it. The negative effects of comparisons are wide and far-reaching. It undermines your self-confidence and slows you down. None of these are helpful to you in the short term or long term. Resist the temptation to compare yourself to others. So I hope I have educated you enough today on being people's favorite person. So no matter what, there is always someone who cares for you. So be your true self. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you have something to say and like this video if you enjoyed it. And I will be uploading more videos like this every week, so don't forget to subscribe.